to get started, FurySK should probably get off of the name thing though and get to the message speed. Going to be a slight little thing, and it looks like we are underway. So let's check out the throne room here, and then we'll explain what the heck we want to do to win this game.
Absolutely. And FurySK a little slow to get started, but there he goes. And first three chests, we have some gold, a torch, and the key. So possibilities abound.
Absolutely. They'd love to have a town nearby with a hand axe or a copper sword just to boost that attack power so they can really start their grind. I'm not sure what Vriaeless is doing here going back in. I think. Might just be stuck in the Nether Dark World, though. Who knows? And both are using the same sprite. I don't think I've seen that yet in this tournament. That's kind of funny. We have a cave to the south of Tanagel. Looks like it's swamp north, if I'm reading that correctly by the movement in the dark. But anyway, Sigma, do you want to explain what the goal of this race is and what they have to do to win?
Absolutely, Brisulph. The goal of the game is to defeat the Dragon Lord. In order to defeat the Dragon Lord, you gotta get into Charlotte Castle. In order to get to Charlotte Castle, you gotta get the 3 items that you need to get the Rainbow Drop to get into Charlotte Castle. And that would be Erdrick's Token, that would be the Staff of Rain, and that would be the Stones of Sunlight. In order to get the Stones of Sunlight, you gotta find it in a chest. In order to get the Staff of Rain, you gotta find the silver harp and trade in to the guy who's got the Staff of Rain. Erdrick's Token can be found in a search spot, or in one of these crazy situations where it has happened, it will be in a chest. Get those 3 things. You go to the Jerk Cave. You get the Rainbow Drop. You put it right in front of Charlotte Castle, and you wind up with a tasty entrance into Charlotte Castle. In order to defeat the Dragon Lord, you also need Erdrick's Armor. Meanwhile, while I say that, FurySK has actually found a town, but unfortunately gets blasted in the process.
That town is just north of those foothills you can see on Vriaeless' side of things right now. Vriaeless was headed the right way, but heading off now, and a metal scorpion attacking. Way too early to fight one of those. So Vriaeless is really banking on finding a town here. Resets are happening with the save, trying to hold that gold. And right now, neither one's seeing any sort of enemies they really want to fight, Sigma. Nothing that they can kill with this strength. Well, we have seen Drakies, and we know they have fire breath. Baby breath, but it came up during the explanation on Sigma's side of things, so that's not too good. And by the way, the record of our 2 racers today are 1-1, so this is a big matchup. You win this one, you go to 2-1, and that leaves you 2 chances to make the knockout stages, sitting at 2-1. But if you lose, you drop to 1-2, and then you got to win 2 on the trot in week 4 and week 5 if you're going to make it to the knockout. Here's a ghost for Fury. Let's see if this ghost can be taken down with 7 strength. Pretty easy with an excellent move, I suppose.
I guess you'd call FurySK a Ghostbuster.
I'm using Lorgon's silence after a bad joke. Oh, Drakies also have sleep. What a darling of an enemy. My goodness.
And a Diet Wombo combo.
High Spirits is the one that rolled and is all like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm really curious if Vriaeless is going to find this town. Like, a couple times it's come really close. Now going the right way here. This is where the town is. Can Vriaeless make it through these foothills, though? Sees the town. Is it Hawksness, though? No, it is Rimeldar. A huge find with that money in hand. Even though no kills yet, that's a good start right there.
Absolutely, and it looks like FurySK is closing in on getting level 2. No! Taken down by a ghost.
I would say the big thing for FurySK is that without that gold, Probably going to need to find an early Hurtmore here to get the gold to get keys going, because the longer without keys, yeesh. So with all those keys in hand, we're about to find out what the Inn in Rimeldar holds. I'm going to predict a 1 for 2 sale. It'll be a magic key.
Alright, and why are the stats red? They're kind of subpar, and that's why they're red. Because we have them color coded, yeah, outright bad. However, we do have black now, which means bare minimum. And whites are okay. Orange is you're getting there to be able to defeat the Dragon Lord. Green, you're able to defeat the Dragon Lord.
So for Vriaeless there, discovering there is a small shield, purchase chainmail, and there's a hand axe. So if there's gold at the castle, whenever Vriaeless gets sent back, we have another town, by the way. Vriaeless getting sent back at some point, we'll get to check the treasury at Tanagel with the keys. If there's gold in there, there could be a setup for equipment here and really get Vriaeless rolling. But maybe going to get to this town. I wonder what we're going to see here. Monsieur Slime, I don't totally disagree, but the thing is, with keys like that, you just really nice to get those keys going for yourself. But I hear you. It is nice to have a hand axe when your attack power is a little underwhelming as it is right now.
Well, who knows? Maybe the town will be coal and things will be okay.
Well, let's see. It's Cantlin. So, unable to check the coordinates right now with the current hit point situation. Literally cannot step on a barrier tile without dying. But we get to see what's in the shops here. So if a gold grind becomes available, there could be good things to buy. We do see there's magic armor here. Well, I do indeed agree. It wouldn't be too bad to get up 2 keys. It's one of those things you kind of have to decide how you want to go with it. Looks like full plate and nothing real fancy. I haven't seen a silver shield yet, Sigma.
No, and hopefully we'll be able to find one soon. And Vriaeless going in, thinking better of it and getting out.
That was a good decision. Get that dragon scale on the go here. Can't buy that at Rimeldar. That's 2 more defense for Vriaeless.
I find it odd that there are certain towns where you can't buy any items. Rimeldar is the only one that you can't buy items in.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and it adds a little bit of routing and strategy as you go along. So if you start with a bunch of cursed belts, you can't sell them to buy weaponry in that one town. Just kind of weird. And yes, this is the great discussion. Well, here goes Vriaeless home. We're about to find out what's in the treasury and see what's going to go. Meanwhile, FurySK still desperately seeking 1 more experience point to get level 2. And I believe FurySK did see the town, so yeah, the reset might have been a smart move. We have the Stones of Sunlight. Erdrick's Sword, well, that's a moot point now for spending money on a weapon. An herb, and a dragon scale. Wow, that's a wasted purchase, but whoopity-doo, we've got the big stick. And Stones of Sunlight. FurySK is in horrific trouble here early on.
Yeah, FurySK is, and still not able to defeat that next enemy. And with no gold, even if he does find Rimeldar, he's going to be in a bit of a pickle.
We are in Garen's grave under Tanagel. So 3 chests on the top floor here that Vriaeless is trying to get to. Running from a poltergeist. Gets attacked on the chest, and it's a werewolf. An unlikely escape, and indeed, down goes Vriaeless.
That's the bad news. The good news is this. The door will be open because it was underneath Tanagel.
And also a gold grind is definitely available here because the 3 chests from the throne room count and the 4 from the treasury count. So that's 7. Do you want to explain the gold exploit potential that could exist in the basement here?
Yeah, because the game can only hold the memory of 7 or 8 chests per stage, anything additional will just repeat. So if Vriaeless does find a a gold, it will continue to read as gold. So you could exploit it to upwards of 33,000 and get all the. Normally it would be 33,000, but now since Vriaeless does not need the flame sword, only need to grind up to around 24,000.
So level 2 is 8 strength, 2 agility, 6 hit points, 4 magic points, and we get a chest here. It's the harp. Oh my. Then it's a harp, so that's a repeated item. It's the token. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. And the gold chest is here. Everything's coming up Millhouse, or in this case, Vriaeless. So with these items in hand, there's only a few things left for Vriaeless to do. Vriaeless needs to find the Staff of Rain cave to trade in the harp for the Staff of Rain. Needs to find the Rainbow Drop cave or the Jerk cave and trade in the 3 story items for the Rainbow Drop. And Vriaeless needs to level up, get the Heal More spell, and find Erdrick's armor, and maybe buy a shield if there's time. And that's all what there is at this point. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we don't expect it this early in the run.
So let's see how high Vriaeless is going to go. I'm going to guess 22,500, the cost of a magic armor and silver shield. We have not seen a silver shield, but the lock shop is a possibility in Cantlin. Just have that up. I mean, as a backup Sigma, even if the silver is not available, the large shield can be bought.
Absolutely, and that's when you're doing a race. If you can't find a silver shield early and you have the gold grind money, might as well buy a large shield. Sure, it's 12 less, and FurySK at the town, but runs into a green dragon. Ouch.
Goodness sakes, game. How high is Vriaeless going to go? I mean, probably just taking extra in case a death happens, so might be going all the way to 40. No, over 30,000. Just going to take the death, I guess? Goldman with Baby Breath. Yeah, Baby Breath will definitely get it done, even without the physicals. So Vriaeless now, carrying that cash, probably going to save and then head north.
And FurySK finally gets into Rebel Dart. Unfortunately for him, no cash.
You got to reset at this point. You've got to. You've got to realize the situation, reset, recollect. Yep, there it is. Good work on FurySK's side of things. So, with that information in hand, FurySK can start trying to come back here. But here comes another level for Vriaeless. Definite advantage for Vriaeless, but not insurmountable at this point in time. Lots still to do. 21 hit points. Oh my.
Well, normally I would say, would you still have to check the coordinates because of Erdrick's armor being outstanding?
I mean, you know it's there. You don't know where Hawksness is. You haven't seen Cole. It's a piece of information. You should check it. You don't necessarily have to rush out and collect it unless it's real easy. Here comes level 4 now. 6 power, 11 agility, 10 hit points, 14 magic points. That's a fantastic level, but still, only the Radiant spell. Up to Cantlin, and just Hero walks it in. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I already said it once, but it bears repeating. My goodness.
I think Vriaeless is gonna check that lock. Gonna check that lock shop. Hope for a silver there.
Absolutely. Gonna buy more keys, I assume, as well. But let's see. Is the silver here? No. Get the magic armor, buy a large, and that's the best they can hope for. And Fury got a hand axe, so good work there. That is good. And now I'm gonna buy up a key or two and probably head out and start finding all the wondrous things that exist. So despite the fact that it took a long time for Fury to realize that the keys were available, getting the reset and getting there quickly, not that far behind, but probably a few minutes, not terrible. Gonna take on a Magidrake, which has sleep, because of course it does. hanging on here, and the Magidrake is going to go down. So level 2 coming for FurySK. Meanwhile, Vriaeless deciding on what to buy up here. Probably going to buy up some herbs. May as well since you're here. And no heal spell, remember, so going to have to use them to check those coordinates. Looks like Fury's going to grind and die is the plan. And, well, too bad about that. If Fury was able to get another level, or maybe 2 before dying, would have made potentially diving the basement a little easier. But here we go. Here's the good news for FurySK. Getting all the great items that are available here. And meanwhile, we have an herb barrier tile walk coming from Vriaeless. Do we have coordinates today? We do! Oh, and they suck.
90 north, 12 east. That means we know that it could be one of two things. It could be the armor or it could be the flute.
Here's one thing of interest, though, that with such a... And that is true, by the way, Sigma, what you have said here. But also adding to the interest here would be someone might be able to do a reverse count of this. I've heard that you can do like, since you know the size of the world, they might be able to reverse engineer that. Could be negative counted. Thank you, Thelo. That's what I was thinking of. Oh boy. Look. Oh, no, wait, no. We got a... Some of you who might have been looking might have got a preview, but that's not true yet, so we won't talk about that.
That's right. It doesn't exist. Like royalty payment from Napster.
I saw nothing, Z-Man. My apologies. This green dragon might be a little much for Fury, unfortunately. And, ooh, the green dragons are breathing big boy breath. While rogues have small breath.
Either way, not fun.
Absolutely not. Now, at some point, when's Fury going to go into the basement and be like, oh my god, I'm in so much trouble? Might be now.
Skips the... Oh, it did go to the treasury. Never mind.
Alright, so... What's Vriaeless going to do? Probably got to settle down and just grind a little bit here, you know? You got some enemies near the castle that were mean to you when you didn't have the sword or any armor. You're packing magic armor and a large shield. Just trying to count, potentially? I'm not really sure what the movement's telling me. Dirty werewolf in the basement finishes off FurySK.
I don't think you can... I think you can go that much north, but I don't think you can go east.
Well, you'd have to count west, and it's going to be a windy count. It's a heck of an ask. Could it be done? Possibly. Should you do it? I don't know. Well, here comes the news. Here comes the news. For those who saw it earlier, it's real now. With this level, 3 power, 3 agility, 14 hit points, 2 magic points, return and hurt more. For both of them at the same time. Oh my, this is going to be a hell of a race. Heck of a? I'm sure I said heck of a. My apologies. This was the most unlikely potential jet seed, but all of a sudden... Hevela. Yeah, Hevela. Thank you, Veluv.
And we got level 6 for Vriaeless. 12 power, 2 speed, 2 hit points, 10 magic points, and heal more.
Oh, give me more, give me more, give me more. Looks like Vriaeless is hunting this little desert patch. Interesting. I'm surprised not using Hurt More on the Wraith. I mean, I know it's a 2-turn battle, but you don't know what it's packing. You got Hurt More. Let it fly. I'm actually really digging this Vriaeless grind right now. This is smart. Build up a little bit of stats. Make exploring a little easier. Get some more stuff set up. You're in no rush now. You have so much stuff, right?
That is right.
Also, with the Swamp Cave so close by, the Princess Rescue is easy, so I wonder if we'll see someone stick their nose in there soon with that hurt more. Maybe get the princess early.
The one thing they don't want to run into right now down there is a red dragon.
Or a golem. That would not be good. Or a stone man or a blue dragon at their current stuff. They might be able to brute force a hurt more, double hurt more on a couple of those enemies, but not great.
Well, they got the hit points to do it.
They do, but you feel lucky to win a couple coin flips in a row. That is always a little dicey. You got to think FurySK might stick back into the basement because it was a werewolf that picked Fury off. So knowing with hurt more in hand, the werewolf's a little less dangerous. And more hit points on hand as well. We have an Axe Knight because of course we do. This seed is just the one that keeps on giving. This is this is a mid-game grind that's just a gift from above. My goodness. If the stats come, this is going to be a very fast seed. Question from Chad, is this a 1-on-1 match? Indeed it is. So the winner of this will be one win away from the knockouts. The defeated party will be one more loss away from elimination. So a huge matchup here of 1-on-1 players. And this Axe Knight's big, you have to say, Sigma.
Yeah, pretty big, but you also have to note, FurySK not wearing armor, so it will hit hard, but 1 power, 11 speed, no hit points, 3 magic points, somewhere Evil Eye is just cackling away.
Yeah, Vriaeless is indeed counting. This will be the count of the tournament so far, I'd have to say, if Vriaeless pulls this off. I can't think of anyone who's done a count anywhere near this large or this crazy. An excellent move on a wolf for 40 experience. My goodness. Well, there goes Fury down in defeat to the Axe Knight. But if it were me, I'd be right back in there blamming Hurtmores all over again.
Yeah, that would be the case. And Vriaeless doing his count, and you're right, this is really windy.
Vriaeless still going. Still got a chance though. Trolley River, but they can sneak through. There is one patch that's connected. Hey, our green dragons down here. Ooh, green dragons with Dragon Lord 2 Breath and Heal More. That is a combo that is just awful. And FurySK finding out the bad news about the breath. That is actually an excellent point. With the rivers, the counts become a lot more difficult. Bigger counts have become far less rare just due to all the rivers and the winding people have to do to get around. You can do it, but it can be pretty brutal to try to find your way to a landmark that you may have to go 150 tiles out of your way to get to. Ten minutes ago, Vriaeless was the favorite. And then everything is shifted. This is wild. This is Dragon Warrior Randomizer at its finest, Sigma. The lead is seesawed here, I would have to say.
Yep, I would say it's about a 50-50 race. Now, all that depends is, will FurySK decide to go into the basement and see what's there? As we see Vriaeless doing the roundabout search.
I really hope this works out, because this is going to be a crazy awesome count, if so. Missed the level there for FurySK, but that was level 9, and right back to grinding on those Axe Knights.
Or as we like to call it here between you and me, chorin'.
Not sure what kind of search pattern we're looking at here from Vriaeless. Very intriguing. Normally you spiral outward. This is a wide area to be searching. Another Axe Knight down for FurySK. 2 more Axe Knight kills will get level 10.
some people in chat noting that Vriaeless might be too far north.
So trying the negative count, probably just counting east-west on the way up, which would make this count far easier, but being too far north, as they're indicating, would be an issue. And here comes level 10. Give us the stats, Sigma.
I will, Brisulph. At level 10, you get some fantastic prizes. You get no power for 2 and 2. So, Evil Eye happy about that. And it looks like FurySK decided to say, okay, he's gonna nope out.
But you just had to get the print. Oh, only had one key, but you know where Rimbledar is. It would have been better to. Whatever. I guess just gonna do it again. I mean, it's not a huge deal getting back there. Vriaeless still pumping away on this search. This is painful. If this comes up empty after all this effort, it is going to be not disastrous, but definitely a setback. And indeed, you know where that cat, you know where it is. You can get more Axe Knight grinds and you're not ready to go finish the game. So there's nothing, noping out's not a big deal. Probably going to go buy keys, perhaps?
Or maybe go buy some material.
We have level 8 for Vriaeless. Some good stat gains, but still trying to locate that that spot on the map, which may not even be the armor. I mean, if it is the armor, it'll be helpful, but
Well, also, Fury has never been into Cantlin yet.
Beta Strap, I agree entirely. Swamp Cave being so easily accessible, it is the place to get the princess. Do that part later. But if Vriaeless pulls it off, it will be a hell of a count. Sorry, Hoovel account. Heavelum count? I don't.
It'll be a great count.
You're gosh dang right. Hey, don't bring hockey sticks into this. They did nothing to you. Ooh, we have a new town for Vriaeless. I think the count must have been given up on. But what do we have here? Oxness.
So this could render the count moot if the armor is here.
Magidrake sleep. That's annoying. And yes, if the armor is here, that will be like a good and a bad of it for Vriaeless. At least it means the count and the princess would no longer be a worry.
My worst fear is that for Vriaeless is this is a red dragon.
It's a blue, not as bad, but still not great. But definitely could kill it. Lands a coin flip, that's one. Looking for two here.
Doesn't get it. Gonna have to burn a heal more, but we'll have one hurt more in reserve. Baby breath though, which will help. Wins the coin.
Boom! Now what do we have? Nothing. So the armor is indeed on the overworld.
You're forgetting coal.
Oh yes, coal. It's easy to forget coal. Just ask Empty Eye. It doesn't exist.
Looks like FurySK is gonna just keep on keeping on when it comes to these Axe Knights.
There's a lot of coal deniers in this chat. My goodness. Brave Knights with DL2, and Great Dragons with DL2. That's just a thing. Sometimes you just want to see burning bodies, you know? I mean, not normally, but in this game, sometimes it's fun as a viewer to see that. Dual burning down. Vriaeless is now into the cave, going to be getting the princess, so the experience lead here for FurySK is hopefully going to hold up. FurySK heading to the basement, it appears. Forgot maybe what was in the treasury as well. Rechecked it. There was really nothing in there worth getting at this point.
He's gonna buy a couple of keys and then probably head to the treasure. Maybe he did. Well, he bought keys at Rimeldar, never used them. So yeah, it looks like he is gonna check the. Oh, he wants to set up a gold grind.
A potential gold grind. Not a terrible idea, but as we know, there's no easily accessed silver shield, so it's not going to mean a whole lot, unfortunately. Did Vriaeless just get picked off with the princess?
Sure did.
Oh, repeat silver harp. What is it? Oh, it's the token. Oh, boy.
And now we have Fury's gold grind. Now we got to see how far he'll go with it.
I have to wonder here just how Fury feels finding the silver harp and the token right under the castle with the stones in the treasury earlier at the 31-minute mark. I wonder how Fury feels the race is going. That is definitely a question worth asking if we're going to get a post game.
That would be a good question. I think FurySK is fine right now because now everybody's up to even.
Yeah, but Fury doesn't know that. That's the thing. And Fury, remember, had to reset to get gold to get to Rimeldar with it after spending a long time doing nothing.
That would be evil, Beta Strip. That would be pure evil. Beta Strip saying, I want a Gwaela dialogue after the hero gets sniped and she gets taken back to her cell. I'm so disappointed.
Yeesh. So the gold grind continues for FurySK, maybe taking some extra for safety. Maybe forgetting that Erdrick's sword is already on hand. I'm very curious here. There we go. I'm up to 25 and getting...
Yeah, because that's enough for silver shield and magic armor. Looks like it'd go, save.
Silver shield and magic armor. My magic helmet? No? Lightning and magic? No? Okay, fine. Yeah, a little extra cash never hurt. Oh, hey, someone got it. Thank goodness. Thank you, Game Boy. At least somebody gets my terrible sense of humor. Vriaeless getting out now with the princess. And going to be returning the princess. So, an interesting set of things. We still have a few things in the wind. We know some information. There's a 50-50 chance now that the overworld spot does have Erdrick's armor. It could be the fairy float. We still need to find both trade caves. But we have 2.5 story items here. This is potential for a quick seed. They just got to find some things after they're done grinding as far as they feel they need to go.
It looks like FurySK is done. He's gonna go to the second part of the continent.
It's a good point. Fury has not seen the coordinates, so maybe not going to do it. And where does it land us? Nothing immediately showing up here, but this is right in the north, so it's a quick way to get up there. That's some useful information. Now, Vriaeless might be thinking the same or might be going for a grind. Probably just going through the swamp cave.
Yeah, it looks like we're at the northeast of the map.
Northeast or northwest, I wonder, actually. Have we seen this section from the walk Vriaeless took? And here comes level 11. We've got 13 power, 3 agility, 4 hit points, 4 magic points. And we have a cave right near Swamp South, which is in the north, because that makes a lot of sense. And we have a coordinates check here. We are... yeah, we're on the west side of things a little bit. So what is in this cave? Is this the harp trade? And that'd be excellent if it was. No, it is not. It is dark. Tablet cave. I guess just going to check it. I'd honestly ignore it. It's not hard to reach if you really need to. At this point, though, the only thing you're missing is Death Necklace, I guess. Maybe a Fairy Float.
Or Fighter's Ring.
Oh, Fighter's Ring, that is a good point. That 2 strength could be very helpful. Or 2 attack power. I guess, if you want to be accurate. We have the Death Necklace, so there you go. One of the 2 that you might want to have on hand.
So, judging by my head count, it looks like that desert area is going to be where you'd want to check.
Over here, no, because remember, you get the stuff in relation to the castle. We're currently west of the castle. Is it not east? Or am I misreading things entirely? Yeah, it's 12 east is what we want. So actually going the wrong way for the coordinate spot right now, but might just be exploring too. As you can see, we're 44 west of the castle right now. Is Vriaeless getting things reversed, potentially? Because this is the edge of the map. There's really nowhere else to go.
Yeah, that looks to be the case.
Very much the northwest here. So the castle is kind of centered on the east-west coordinates to a fair degree, but it's very south. FurySK going to get a Death Necklace now out of the Tablet Cave. And a Wild Axe Knight for Vriaeless will get level 11 awfully close. This is going to be a heck of a race, the way things are shaping up. Axe Knights for everybody. My goodness. Bit of a wasted magic here with the Erdrick's Sword. A swing would have finished that Axe Knight off, but we'll have to see what happens here as we go along.
Doesn't want to take any chances, it looks like.
Fury does not have coordinates yet. No, has not seen Catelyn. Just kind of looking for a place to spend this money, I suspect, more than anything. If
Maybe
Fury's...
he's going to try to find coal.
I mean, Fury just wants to see if he can find a place with a shot, because all Fury has seen is Rimmildar, and knows there's no silver shield. And attacking a werewolf, it's a bold strategy, Cotton.
And it played out well for him.
Excellent. Love to see those plays work out. Droll Magi, meanwhile, for Vriaeless, it'd be an easy 2-turn battle for 58 experience. FurySK is actually probably right about getting close to the area where the armor would be. Somewhere in this area, I would have to
right
say.
there.
Ooh, a Star Wyvern. Dangerous thing to see at this point. Hopefully dies to this hurt more. Lands a stop spell, but no problem there.
That's going to cause some problems for FurySK because he no longer has the magic for return.
Yeah, well, this is one continent for sure. I was expecting that after that long walk we saw. And actually, it seems much more common on this that there's more rivers in that, but there's more connecting bridges and things, so it's not a split continent. It's often a Pangea. Vriaeless closing in on things here, looking to see what we're going to have on the overworld. Will coal be necessary? No, we have Erdrick's armor on the overworld.
So, Vriaeless is 2 caves away from glory.
Here comes level 12 for Fury. We've got 1 power, 1 agility, 15 hit points, 5 magic points, and a spell of Repel, which is useful. And here's the good news for Vriaeless. At level 12, there's going to be a good hit point gain that's going to get close to the end game hit points you want. So strength agility right now, looking like a bit of an advantage. It depends if these HP gains keep going this strong, though. Then the Death Necklace might matter.
Oh, Magic Wyvern's got sleep. This could be trouble. Can Vriaeless Fury get away? No, he can't. He's going to have one more shot at this. Can he get away? Yes! Fury gets away.
So right now, Fury needs to find Catelyn as soon as possible. And we got to find some trade caves. So Garrenham might matter for a trade cave, and it's looking somewhat likely right now. But caves we have not seen. Vanilla Stones of Sunlight or Freebie Cave. We have not seen Mountain Cave. We've not seen the Rainbow Drop. We have not seen the Staff of Rain. I believe that covers them all. I don't think we're missing any other ones. There's a town for FurySK.
Town. Can he get? Ooh. Oh, werewolf! Can he get away from the werewolf? Yes, he can get away from the werewolf. Can he hit the town? Yes, he hits the town.
Well, he's going to get the bad news that there's either a fairy flute or nothing over here. But gets to refill and maybe a silver shield. Let's see if it checks for the shield. Oh, does get it. Look at that.
Gets both.
Excellent. You gotta love that. A huge escape from a werewolf there. That was nice. This race is absolutely ridiculous with all the swings here of stuff that is happening. Vriaeless with the armor. No armor here for FurySK, but gets there to get the silver and magic armor. That's going to help a lot. So Catelyn means so much to FurySK, but Fury might look for Hawksness as well. Meanwhile, Vriaeless about to get the good hit point news on level 12.
Looks like Fury is gonna buy some wings here at Cole.
Maybe just going for herbs? I don't know. I never go to that shop. I don't think anyone really does. It's so far out of the way. Werewolf dodging some attacks over on Vriaeless' side, but still swinging heroically and getting the win. The experience point lead is up to 100 and growing by the second.
And FurySK's wanting to buy some wings. Gonna sell off his dragon scale and get some wings. Gonna keep his magic.
An interesting decision. Here's the freebie cave on Vriaeless' side. Why would I get the fighter's ring? Nope, just some herb. An old man's stash got stolen. That's a shame. Well, there's
another cave.
That's one of the trade-ins then. It's the wrong one though. And we haven't seen Sharlock yet either. That we should mention that. We have not seen the Big C, I don't believe.
No, we haven't, and we haven't found Garrenham yet. So this could lead to an interesting quandary. There are 2 caves left outstanding, Mountain Cave left outstanding, and the Trade Cave left outstanding.
I believe this is Catelyn here on Fury's screen, right below the text box. We'll find out, but I believe this is Catelyn. Will Fury be allowed to walk there? Apparently not. Everything under the sun is just going to line up to block Fury here. Come on. We have not seen Mountain yet. No, that's the thing. Garrenham may not have that. And here's Catelyn. Good news for Fury to find that from the north of all things. And given the coordinates, I expect that FurySK is going to rescue the princess in short order after getting this news.
It's got to be the play.
Not having seen Hawksness and knowing the coordinates are in play, probably the decision. We're probably going to see a return right off the hop here, maybe wings, whatever we're going to do. And here is Cole for Vriaeless. Unfortunately, not Garrenham, which is what Vriaeless wants to see. The town Vriaeless bypassed a moment ago was
Hawksness.
Hawksness, correct. Thank you. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, Vriaeless passed by Hawksness, went into Hawksness, fought a blue dragon, found out there was nothing there. And both runners know if they need to grind, the best grind spot is in Swamp Cave with an Axe Knight. and with both of their attack power being what it is, they can easily just swing against them.
I think at this point, for exploration and just getting grind as you go, Vriaeless has really got to fill up. Also, wait, we're going to have 2 shop visits at Cole in one race? This is unprecedented.
Yep, and it looks like FurySK is going to go save the princess.
No, actually found Rimmeldar going south and realizing what's going on, and I guess going to keep exploring. And it does extend over this way. I wonder if Garanham's just going to be tucked away over here.
Be quite evil if that's the case, or maybe the trading cave.
That as well would be huge. Well, either one, and it could be both locations as well. As we know, Mountain Cave is still in the wind, so it's 50-50 that Garanham is required. That's a great point about that shopkeeper. He probably does not do a lot of business down there, at least not in this community. I interrupted those. So
we found a cave. Now, is this Mountain Cave or is this the Trade Cave?
Well, we're going to find out in short order here as FurySK wanders in. We have Mountain. So Garanham is required.
The hunt for Garanham is on.
And it looks like FurySK is now going to rescue the princess. Or maybe just head through the cave, do it in the dark. I think just saying the heck with it, going to throw a radio on. Looks like a rescue is going to happen.
Yeah, he needs to do that.
So this experience is just wildly close. Both have information the other does not. It is such a close race right now. It's going to come down to who has the more efficient exploration and finds what they need.
Meanwhile, we take a look at a couple Sparkover bridges over at Vriaeless' side, and the princess is so happy with FurySK.
I'm not sure if FurySK realized. No, yeah, now getting the news. Wings don't work inside of a cave. And then doesn't use them because it's technically faster to walk back than cast the spell. That's a rare event. So, things we are missing right now. We have not seen the Staff of Rain trading cave. We know where that is. It's in Garanham. Unfortunately, we don't know where Garanham is. And finally, we are missing Sharlock. We have yet to see the Big C. Although I'm expecting it's going to be in the west, north and west of the castle, based on the exploration we've seen. Here's Caitlin from the north for Vriaeless.
I was about to say that, but now it looks like so we now know it's one big continent. FurySK is gonna go to the other side and explore that area. He hasn't done much exploring there. Also, maybe get his armor.
Fury did make one pass through that area and will probably know roughly where to go, having walked all of the northern area of the map. Remember, there was that escape from a werewolf at the tail end of that exploration to find Cole and get the magic armor and silver shield.
You know what I forgot to do, or we forgot to do during this time, Brisulph?
What's that?
We forgot to plug these runners. We need to give these guys some follows. They've been having a great race, so give Vriaeless a follow, give FurySK a follow. I mean, they've been putting up a fantastic race. Also, we need to give our staff a great follow as well. Give me, Sigmafan, a follow. Give Brisulph a follow. Give Z-Man a follow. Give High Spirits a follow. The follows flow like wine. And we thank you very much for your support.
That's a new town, and there's Sharlock. It's right on the wall of Sharlock. That's where Garanham is, but Vriaeless can't reach it. I missed the level. We got level 13. It looks like we got 4 strength. Oh, it's hard to tell, actually. They're running different builds, so we'll have to wait and see what Fury gets. But It's looking pretty good here for both of them at this situation. They're really close on a lot of stats. It's just more about collecting the stuff and getting those last few needed stats for the dive. Indeed, this is actually a rarity. People are putting out not a lot of bridges here, and there has not been. The spark over is not a deal. I'm not sure where Vriaeless is headed right now. Knowing where that was, I believe has seen every town, because FurySK, remember, is missing Hawksness, getting the armor right there, by the way, missing Hawksness and Garenham, and has not seen the Rainbow Drop Cave. Vriaeless has seen the Rainbow Drop Cave and has seen every town, just hasn't been into Garenham. So Vriaeless probably with a slight lead right now based on knowledge, and they're pretty equal on what they have.
Vriaeless needed to go down and around, and I don't... Did he go down and around?
No, this is back up near the Swamp Cave, so that's not going to get it done, unfortunately. FurySK going to find the Rainbow Drop Cave here in short order and be disappointed that, again, no trade-in available. The experience lead, though, for Vriaeless on this exploration has grown nicely. Now up about 700 or 800. Going back to the start, I'm wondering if they have to go west across that little bit that FurySK did earlier before rescuing the princess. Here's another cave, which is the freebie, an herb or nothing if it's full for Fury. Meanwhile, Vriaeless...
Nothing.
Indeed. Vriaeless looking around here and continue to add to that experience points lead. This does appear to be a new part of the map. Or not? Have we seen this?
No.
It's we didn't have Breckenry, and of course it's Breckenry. We had not seen 6 yet, boys and girls. And this is a, oh look, Breckenry, if ever I saw one.
But you know what? That's fine, because that just CSI's Vriaeless into thinking that now he's gotta go through everything and get through Cal. And here's the problem: he's gotta visit there twice.
And it dead ends here. Oh my goodness. Garenham is on top of Sharlock. I'd forgotten about Breckenry, just like most people forget about that town. So I'm thinking this is to the west, but this all of a sudden is turning into an odd geographical situation for our runners.
Very odd. So now it's just a matter of how do you CSI this thing out?
It's looking good for Vriaeless right here. I think this is the correct way to go based on what we've seen. Just probably north of here, there might be a little winding, but I think almost straight north shot of here will be where Sharlock and Garenham is. Doubling back here, and going to go south will find the mountain cave. But has to know at this point, of course, doesn't know where the mountain, that's the one piece of info. This will confirm it that Garenham's required. You can always feel smarter than everyone else when you have information from 2 racers at once, huh? Gotta remember not to apply that knowledge across both.
And here's like the eastern part of the continent. FurySK has not been here yet. This will...
Vriaeless diving? Maybe looking for a fighter's ring. I can't think of what else that Vriaeless would want to find at this point. I guess it's a pretty easy find. You're already out here. May as well check it, I guess. Fairy water on the top floor. That is a good point, Beta Strap. Silver Shield grind might be a thing, but has Vriaeless checked a shop since the Cantland Silver Shield attempt failed? I'm trying to recall if I've seen some weapon checks from Vriaeless.
Never checked Cole's thing. Never checked Cole's armor.
There's the fighter's ring. It is in Mountain Cave, so that's going to be 2 extra attack power for Vriaeless. kind of lacking on inventory space right now. There's a lot of story items just sitting in there, taking up space.
And now it looks like Vriaeless is now clued in that he's got to go north.
Yeah, I suspect that this will be located in short order, and Vriaeless is slightly in control of this race at the moment. But man, this race has seesawed a bunch. There's two ways up to here as well. You don't have to do that windover path. And here it is. There's the big C. There's Garanham. Vriaeless about to get the Staff of Rain. Hopefully remembers where the Rainbow Drop Cave is. That was a while ago. So looking at the stats, Vriaeless needs like another 10 strength, a little more hit points would be nice, and a little more magic would be nice. We're close. Their stats are awfully close at this point if you want to take an attempt at a very much poverty dive. It could be done, though. Could be done.
Right, but there's no need to do a really big dive anymore, so what I could see happening is after Vriaeless gets himself the drop, he will be spending a lot of time in the Swamp Cave.
Oh yes, it's definitely going to be a Swamp Cave grind, no doubt. But first things first, get the stuff out of the way. Just get it done. And then you can focus up and grind.
FurySK is now clued into the fact that he might have missed something on the other side.
Well, unfortunately, this will be Breckenry, not Garanham, coming onto screen, as Vriaeless is now heading north. I guess it's about equal to going through the Swamp Cave based on walk. It would be similar. It's probably about even, and this way you can use Repel to avoid some encounters. I can understand this approach. Definitely the way to go. Will Fury realize that needs to head west? He is heading west.
Yes.
Now back to the north, though. We'll see. Does Vriaeless remember the way over? It knows it's up here near Hawksness. Fury really needs to get Repel on. There we go.
Gonna get Repel on, and will he check that little piece of... No, what? Yeah, nope. Gonna wait a bit.
And now here comes Vriaeless past Hawksness, so we will be seeing a rainbow drop momentarily. So with this move here, Fury is going to find Garanham and get the Staff of Rain trade in, trailing slightly. Does see the town, so we'll be able to get into Garanham. But a couple minutes behind here right now, and slight trailing in experience. This could just come down to a Charlock dive lock, if anything. It's a very close race right now. And here comes the grind. It's time for the Axe Knights to die.
My feeling is if Vriaeless does get enough attack power, like if Vriaeless gets to 10 heal mores, and a 124, 126 attack power, I think Vriaeless might go for it because everything's so close.
6 to 13, though, is not a great range with only 10 heal mores. That would be concerning. In fact, I don't, unless there's a big hit point gain, I couldn't see that happening. We might be going to 15. It depends on the strength. We get a huge strength gain, that changes all the math, of course. And Z-Man is correct. The Death Necklace versus no Death Necklace might matter. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. I guess Vriaeless is going to go with heal more strats and cutting the Axe Knights up by sword. Interesting. Meanwhile, FurySK goes through the swamp cave to get to the north quicker. Let's see if this gets over and saves some time on the rainbow drop get. Gotta get Repel on, though. You don't want to see those weak monsters showing up.
Well, Golem, you're gonna run into them regardless.
Playing it safer and blowing the fairy's flute to get the golem to go to sleep for a free run, or maybe gonna fight it. Gonna go fight it.
Yeah, the attack power at 117, that I guess he rolled low and didn't
Here
want
we
to risk
go.
it.
Only one power. 46 hit points. Oh my goodness. And 20 magic points. Oh boy.
Can we, in the tracker, can you, throw the Death Necklace on Vriaeless? Can we see the attack power there?
It'll be 130.
I know, I'm just wondering about the HP.
But about 106, 107, 105, somewhere in that range. But it's just not enough. It's going to be just short, I think. And this is probably the right play. So the Death Necklace is now in play for Vriaeless, so it's really in play for FurySK. But will Fury be able to make up some time here on this long walk to get to the rainbow drop? Yeah, defense is a little low, and the defense will be slightly better for Fury thanks to the silver shield. Vriaeless not opting to Death Warp. Interesting. I'm not sure if this would probably be slower, I'd have to say. Unless, no, Vriaeless just going to cast Return and head out of there. Fury now going to fill up and start grinding as well. How big is the lead, though? 5,900, it'll be almost 6,000 here versus 4,600. The lead has expanded by about 600 since this whole chase began for trades.
I don't know, I think with the, strength hit point build, Fury can go because he'll have a little bit more of a buffer, but even then it's still...
I don't think the agility game was all that good, so it will not gain enough defense to get to the 48 for physical. Because yes, at 82 defense, it's 48 max. There is a high variance, of course, in how the Dragonlord can hit you, but... So let's see if Hurtmore goes for Fury, and will it... No, going with Fights appears as well. I guess I just want to try to make sure for more consistent two-turn takeouts instead of potentially Hurtmore and then having to attack. That is true, Patheranos. 14 might be enough for Fury based on the build. We'll have to wait and see what happens, though. It's going to be an interesting choice. Vriaeless, on the other hand, might just grind here. Well, probably going to get the level based on the magic that's available. Now using Hurtmore. I was going to say, could just get part of a level and get the rest on the way down, but going to easily get the level here before dying. Fury might decide to go at 14 if he feels he's behind. Remember, Fury took a while to get started and found that gift underneath the castle in Garen's grave.
Yeah, he was running on a... Yeah, it was running on a 10-minute... being behind by 10 minutes because of not CSIing that, or not saving that gold. So it had to reset, what, 10, 11 minutes in? And even to come back from that, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, the agility is also a concern, so Fury might feel to be in bad shape. It's hard to say. I mean, you never really know where you're at in a race, and it depends how you feel you're doing. Sometimes you feel like you're ahead, and you see they finished 15 minutes ahead of you. Sometimes you feel like you're behind, like Game Boy F9, and you swag a cursed belt and then win the quad. I mean, you never know.
Right, but then again, sometimes the agility doesn't mean anything, because you can get a good go-through when in Sherlock, I mean, we had a couple of races earlier in the tournament where you had less than ideal agility, and they wind up winning the race.
So 51 hit points on strength hit points. And that would mean 155. So we are looking at, hold on a minute, I can math this out. We're looking at about 116, 117, something along those lines for hit points for Fury. It looks like Fury might be going right now. Level 15.
Fury's gonna go.
Ooh. And I think Vriaeless is also going to go now. There was nothing too great on level 15. It appears going to stop at a town on the way, probably a little quicker than filling up at the castle, so probably a good call. We know Rimmeldar's along the way and Cantlin. All we really got was a bit of agility. Actually, I'm not sure what Vriaeless is doing now. All right, deciding to fill up there. Fury's going too far north. Fury realizes it, coming back. Good. This could prove quite interesting. An extra level for Vriaeless didn't do a lot. And we're going to get our first rainbow drop down here at the 106 mark once this ghost goes away.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If Fury comes back from the dead being 10 minutes behind on everything, and goes back to win this could be the comeback of the tournament so far.
I couldn't imagine the first dive working. Just this agility is so heinous. How were the other matches today? I know one of them took 2.5 hours. I know that.
And one of them took only an hour. I know Fear on Burgundy called that one.
Well, this isn't quite as fast as that, but we've got a potential for a fast finish here. But, man, it's going to be a tough sloggy dive. We got red dragons in the first enemy set. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Last chance to dance. Are going to use a heal more and have to leave regardless.
Gets away. Up, but he comes back. Nope,
and
not
he's
gonna happen.
going back. Bye. But that said, red dragons are not what you want to see, but better at the top than at the bottom. So maybe good news for down the way.
And then we get some Stonemen for Vriaeless. FurySK looks like he's gonna grind more.
Seeing those reds probably got Fury thinking, I need to grind. Yeah, I mean, oh boy. This might just come down to who has everything lined up correctly for them. And Mr. Holmes dropping some math on us with 60 agility. FurySK is 33% to escape a red dragon. Not great odds. And Vriaeless is just going right to the attack here. Burning a heal more. I don't know if that is really going to work unless... I don't know. You really need all that magic.
Reserve.
12, but if you're averaging, if you put the death necklace on, 131, that's 7 to 15. Your average attack would be 11. Ugh.
Or with all that HP, maybe not gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not, but oh boy. Yeah, that's true. Vriaeless is getting close to a silver shield, but again, I don't know. People said that Vriaeless did check the coal shop, but probably not going to wander all the way up to coal for a silver shield.
Unless found one in Breckenry?
Never. I don't think the weapon shop was checked there. Hard to say, though. At this point, Vriaeless just might be on a scouting mission just to see what's down here. So now that Vriaeless is doing this dive and maybe getting information, FurySK is furiously making a comeback on the experience gap. I believe, yes, it is under 1,000 now. Although this red will help grow it back up a bit for Vriaeless. But these Axe Knights are just coming fast and furious, and FurySK is going to keep making up this gap overall. I mean, this dive from Vriaeless Sigma is showing us just how brutal of a place this is. We've got Reds, Golems, Stonemen. This top area is brutal. With this agility, you gotta think it's just not going to work, and Vriaeless might go back out and grind again.
Maybe get to 16, hopefully get about 90 agility.
Yeah, this is definitely a gathering, and hey, at least Red Dragons are going down fairly quickly with this attack power, at least when the shots are landing. So getting some experience and getting towards level 16 in the process.
Meanwhile, Fury gets to 15, sorry.
Gets 2 more agility, so the defense is now 82 for Fury. Cast return. Guess Fury is going to try another dive here. Gonna go fill up in the castle again. I gotta think you just cast Repel and you walk up to one of those towns you know is near the area.
Or you just fill up at Garanum.
Or Garanum even, potentially. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's slightly close to Sharlock.
Yeah, just slightly.
Vriaeless continuing the dive here, getting some information about the enemy sets. Maybe gonna try to make it even to the spike tile. Although I think at this point, I mean, you really don't need to... The spike tile is nice to know what's there, but not really what you have to worry about at this point. Because if you know you're not going to win on this dive and maybe you're going to grind, or maybe just cast outside, fill up a Garanum and try again. But might just try to get the level here on the dive. And then go out, refill, and come back.
Well, if all these Red Dragons at 255 experience apiece, that seems like to be the...
So the lead right now, experience-wise, is almost... Actually, it is like half a level, essentially, for Vriaeless here. Continuing the dive, closing in, basically 3 Red Dragons away from level 16.
And that's what Vriaeless is gonna level up on. I
Ooh,
don't
that was close. That was close. Looks like Fury's going to try the dive. Now into basement 1, starting the real long, windy walk through this floor.
Will he be able to hero walk it, though? He's really close to it.
Bam!
FurySK hero walks it.
That, I don't know if I've ever seen that. That floor is usually, on average, 5 encounters, and probably higher a lot of the time. About half the time if it's average. Ha! Ha! Alright. Vriaeless down to the bottom floor.
Gonna run into some green dragons. Meanwhile, FurySK decided to think werewolves are good enough to go after.
Indeed, and gets an excellent move, taking it down with 115 damage. Fury just continuing to move through this castle with relative ease. I say relative because here comes a run-blocking green dragon who has DL2 breath, and this is getting dicey. A third block! Oh no! Gonna safety burn a Healmore, leaving 12 Healmores in reserve.
Gonna jump on a couple of herbs. He's not gonna keep his HP that high because I think he knows what he wants to do, and that's throw on that death necklace.
looking good right now for the enemy set on this bottom area. We'll have to wait and see how it goes, but it's looking pretty friendly after that brutal top floor area. Yeah, Smashy's not wrong. That Healmore really did rip the guts out of that level 15 gain for Fury. There's another excellent move, but this one's only for 64. $16 was gained. I didn't even see it, but Vriaeless has got to get out of here and fill up right now. It's got to know. Get out, go. It's time. Death Necklace and get going.
Don't know what Fury is doing. Looks like gonna check the treasury?
I guess. Oh, has not gone into Mountain. Might be hoping for the Fighter's Ring. Might be hoping for the Fighter's Ring. We know it's not here, but does have the Death Necklace. The more important item.
That's right, and this upper floor looks to be very friendly. Oh, Golem in the spike spot.
Not terrible. We have the Fairy's Flute, both of them, so not the worst thing. Information gained. Vriaeless is going to go fill up. It's all going to come down to Fury can win on this dive, most likely, but Sherlock is not guaranteed with those reds running around free on the top area. I mean, that agility boost is going to mean more just for the defense, but no silver shield. That will get Vriaeless over the 82 defense mark, which is a big one.
Yep, and both of them have been into the grave.
The defense formula is at 82 defense, the Dragon Lord can physical you for a max of 48, I believe, and then every 2 points of defense in either direction will add or remove a maximum amount, I think. Something like that. One of the people who's better at maths can correct me in the chat. 86 is 48. Thank you, Lorgon. I knew I was close.
So, judging by this, it looks like they're gonna max out at 50. A physical could hit for 50 for FurySK, 49 for Vriaeless.
Now, of interest, FurySK has got up to 8,200 here. Could maybe try to pick off some of these weaker monsters down here and, you know, try to heal walk here and there, use herbs. Could maybe make the way up to 9750. Again, might be hoping the spike spot's free as well. Fury can win at 15, that is true, but might be looking for a little extra boost. Hard to say. Here's a red for Vriaeless at the top of the castle. Gotta hope not to see too many of those. Trying to run away, gets hit. Gonna have to burn a heal more.
Could have survived that one, but didn't want to take that risk. But it's all iron.
FurySK continuing along here on the bottom floor, while Vriaeless trying to make a dive one level higher.
Passes
Carrying
through the
extra
heart of the
agility.
castle.
Indeed. Just got to get off of these first couple basement floors to get away from the most dangerous enemy set we've seen of the sets we have in Charlotte. FurySK gets to the spike spot, finding a golem. Probably going to make use of the fairy flute, I would suspect. The golem is cooperating, staying asleep right now, but as I say that, wakes up.
Well, he doesn't mind if he takes a hit or two, because he'll just throw on the Death Necklace when he gets to the Dragon Lord. But otherwise, the excellent move will take care of him.
Alright, gets on there, going to be throwing on the Death Necklace here, and here we go. Not a guaranteed fight by any means, but quite possible of a win here for Fury. Let's see how it goes. So rolling 7 to 14 damage on Dragon Lord 2. He is a
If thou art a
fool,
fool,
and
here
the
we
battle's
go.
underway. Oh boy. Stop spell open, that's always nice.
But he's rolling really low, 24 and 23.
Takes him down. Does not want to see a back attack here. And gets back attacked. Oh no. So suddenly things are looking a little brighter here on Vriaeless' side. Although another heal more burn. I think Vriaeless is going to have to leave here. This is not enough heal mores to get it done on this dive.
FurySK is not getting any luck in a 49 physical. Yeah.
It's looking bad.
Think you might want to do a swag more?
They're not swagmores. They're going to be needed. Swagmore is when you've got it locked down. You're just being, trying for a swag shot. This is a required at this point, I'd have to say. But you also want to get to a certain damage point before you really start wanging those out there. Because you got to be able to kill them. That 11 was nice.
It was nice, but YOLO strats is required.
Yeah, we're very much in that range. Attacking on 48 here, gets a 12. 41 on the swing from the Dragon Lord. Big bite. Vriaeless continuing to dive, but not enough magic on hand at this point, I'd have to say. Did steal a double.
Yeah.
That is something. But was there a double heal, though?
No double heals.
That's good at least, but still not looking too good right now. Maybe a low hit point Dragon Lord and some big rolls. Going for hurt mores. Missed. There goes the last heal more. We're going to have one more hurt more, and that'll be that. Does not land, so FurySK is going to come up short here. But I don't think Vriaeless can get it done right now with the 10 heal mores on hand.
Unless what Vriaeless decides to do is not Death Necklace.
I don't think there's enough attack power at 126. Even with this hit point, you're just not going to do enough damage, I'd say. Unless you're rolling a lot of high ones.
And it looks like FurySK might go to Breckenridge to take off the Death Necklace.
I can't see him doing that. No. You just gotta refill and dive. $9.18 with 10 heal mores. You're gonna have to depend on some. Did Vriaeless freeze?
Vriaeless' internet has been a little spotty as of late.
Uh-oh. I really hope he's recording locally. So some technical difficulties as Vriaeless goes offline. We're not sure what's happening. Oh, Vriaeless is back and has not really moved, so this is good. Talking to... getting the experience point count. Seeing if it maybe could get the next level here. Interesting. Sneak attack golem's not great. FurySK now getting to Garenham for a refill. Get the herbs and a torch and get ready for another dive.
Looks like you filled up at Rimeldar.
Then just getting herbs and a torch for the dive. So maybe Vriaeless is going to grind an exit here. I'm not sure what the... I guess Vriaeless ran away and got forced to the other side of the spike tile. And is now heal walking? Probably better just to exit and refill, or... Does he have any herbs left? Oh boy.
I don't think he does.
Oh boy. No, does have herbs. This is Some strange plays being done here. Now, can FurySK get 16 on the way down? That agility would be a very nice help. For defensive purposes, of course, because we all know agility doesn't really matter for running.
Well,
Fury
that would put him above where he would need.
I think Vriaeless is just trying to heal walk against these weaker enemies and get 17 in the process. Fury's now grinding on the top floor. There's all kinds of plays going on here.
Yeah, I think FurySK with the level 16, almost there, about 500 away. I think with the agility gain and the defense that would be gained from it, I think that would be enough.
The next level is at 12,000, so a little under 600 away, and after this wizard is taken down, 461 to go. And after this kill, the golem's not quite in play. They'll need one more, and oh boy, this Axe Knight better die. Ho ho ho! The problem is, no easy way to heal. It's just a heal walking day here. It's not great. Fury, I guess, just grinding the next level up on the top floor in case it's a big magic game. Has spent magic already, so we'll have to exit.
Meanwhile, FurySK is a couple of blue dragons away from getting 16, and with what we know of the level from 16, which is 5 strength, that would more than likely be.
Yeah, it should be enough, but hard to say. This Stone Man taking the death would be it, but remember, the Stone Man has sleep, and there it is. Lorgon with an interesting strategy. I don't think it's going to win you too many races, though.
Right, unfortunately for FurySK, sleep comes at 16, so can't do much of anything against the Stone Man.
Golem probably going down here, indeed, to an excellent move of 130. Here's 17. What are we going to get? We have 3 power, 16 agility, 3 hit points, 2 magic points, some defense. I mean, it's... now it should be doable. Gonna try to heal walk, though. Oh boy.
Meanwhile, FurySK is gonna go back to Garrett him, gonna refill, and looks like gonna go for it.
So with 139 attack power for Vriaeless, that means we are looking at a range of 9 to 19. Agility is not useless, it's useful for defense, it's just not useful for running. We are learning. And here we go, the Healmore has been spent, 9 Healmores in reserve for Vriaeless, making an attempt at the Dragon Lord as FurySK re-enters Sherlock for the dive. Two large rolls takes out the Dragon Lord. Let's see if there's a back attack in his future. No, we are going to get 1 attack before having to heal. 19, a max roll to start.
That could very well be the key to it all.
And then a 15, we're up to 34. Good start here. The average is where he wants it. $12, not so much. Another good roll there with a 17. Stone Man, meanwhile, being a jerk to FurySK on the die. I couldn't see a double happening, but you never know. 11 is not good at all. Oh boy. It's dicey, but possible still. big roll at 18 for Vriaeless.
It's coming down to the wire for Vriaeless, Brisulph.
With 9 heal mores, that was likely. A 10 is not good.
We're at 102. Double possible. Another 10. 112.
Good. I love it. I love the play here. You got to go for it at 48. You got to do it. Love the play
Not
there.
that great.
That swing on 48 did it. This is over. This is over. Vriaeless has got this. 2 swings is going to get it done. It's going to be GG's. There it is, a 16. A great swing. Good work on the 48. I love the risk. Good play. And get your GG's out. Vriaeless is going to take this race and move to 2-1.
And a very well-raced race by Vriaeless and FurySK. FurySK unfortunately couldn't pull it out before. Vriaeless does manage to hold on. As we take a look at the Dragon Lord 2 stats, really low HP, which was beneficial for Vriaeless. 154 hit points for the Dragon Lord 2. FurySK is on the U floor. He will likely finish. And there it is. Let's see that official time. It looks like 1 hour 21 minutes? 1 hour 31 minutes 14 seconds is the official SRL time for Vriaeless. Even with the internet problems, Vriaeless winds up the winner.
Congratulations to Vriaeless on that. A 2-1 record. Just needing one more win to make it to the knockout stages, and we'll have 2 chances to get there. FurySK is going to fall to 1-2, joining a very good pool of racers who will be facing elimination in this coming week.
That also is a testament to the runners in the tournament, because these are some prime runners that we've had. We have a couple of people that unfortunately have fallen short in races who are down at 1-2. And it's gonna be an amazing week 4.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be moving week. Who's moving into that last chance to dance? And who's going to put on the loser pants and be knocked out? It's going to be a heck of a week to come. But there's still, I think, 4 more races today for week 3. Don't miss any of those. They're coming up on the various Randomanias, as RPG Limit Break is currently doing a Final Fantasy marathon. To that end, let me check actually what's coming up here. And I believe we're being joined, but Sigma, if you want to handle that while I'm getting the information.
Yep, Brisulph will be getting that information. We're welcomed by Vriaeless. Congratulations, Vriaeless, on a well-raced race. I guess Vriaeless is getting his mic all ready to go.
Well, while that's happening, today, actually already started a half hour ago, not restreamed, but you could watch it if you watch both streams, is, I've always been terrible with this name, Ik Bin Maya versus Ali Gurbab. At 5 o'clock, we have Archfield Monk versus Ryguy 3745. They're either 2-0 or 1-1, I believe. At 8 o'clock, we have Mr. Holmes versus Angel FM. I believe that's a 2-0 versus 2-0, so one of them could clinch a knockout stage. And the final race of week 3, Zarnax 42 versus Monsieur Slime. That is going to be, I believe, a 2-0 versus 2-0 as well. So, those races at 5, that's on Randomania. At 8 o'clock, that's on Randomania 2, and 9 o'clock is Randomania 3. So, Vriaeless, can you hear us? Can you talk to us?
I can hear you. Can I talk to you?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So, congratulations on taking this race. That was a heck of a start once you got those keys.
Yeah, no, their early game was really nice, very forgiving, and just the exploration was a little weird.
Yeah, a lot of stuff near the castle, but a lot of stuff far-flung as well.
Yeah, and the way things were connected wasn't very clear until you got the armor and then wandered around some more. I think when I found Cole, I'm like, I have no idea where I am.
FurySK, by the way, taking on the Dragon Lord right now at level 16, and I think in pretty good shape based on the magic I'm seeing.
Yeah, FurySK's got it wrapped up.
Okay.
So, FurySK had been the first, by the way, FurySK made a dive at level 15 and just wandered right to the bottom floor, but just didn't get the rolls on the Dragon Lord to win. So some crazy attempts here, and again, 17 got it done for sure. It was a crazy back and forth race here, Vriaeless. If you're going to watch it back later, it is such wild swings for both of you at various points.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I mean, it was very, very clear points of like, I'm definitely losing time. I told them to get.
So yeah, what was your thoughts in your head when you got the silver harp and then you found a silver harp with the chest overflow and you saw it was the token? You must have been like, oh my god, this seed's gonna be so fast.
Kind of really reduced number of chests I really need to be looking for.
Absolutely, and I love that both of you just dove the tablet cave and got the death necklace as a reward. That was quite the thing. Didn't look like it was going to be necessary until that mammoth hit point gain that came out of level 12, 13? 13, I think.
13, and also get your GGs out for FurySK. Manages to pull it out. We'll finish with an estimated SRL time of 136 something or other.
Indeed, that is what's up on the tracker right now. It's 136.37 as an official time. GG to FurySK.
And you know what the interesting thing about this race? Hopefully we can get FurySK into chat to talk about it. You couldn't find Silver Shield after you got the grind going, right, Brett?
Yeah, it was in coal, and by the time, yeah, I was already had the grind, had the money for the silver shield, and just sort of left it off the table after dying a few times. I mean, I had enough gold for it if I'd gone outside, but it's just way too far away to bother going after.
Yeah, it was way too late. You're about 50 minutes into the race, anyways.
Yeah, the silver actually was one of those big swings for FurySK at one point, because finding Cole with, I think, 10 hit points and 3 magic points left, and had to escape a werewolf right outside town to get it done, but that did help FurySK out to a fair degree. But in the end, it did not make up enough of a difference.
Yeah, the Dragon Lord fight for me would have been a lot more comfortable if, what was that, 6-7 run fails from armor of the Axe Knights with 103 agility. It should not happen.
Well, you know, as the chat was saying, High Spirits was continuing to bang that drum, that agility means absolutely nothing outside of defense. And I believe joining us now is our other racer, FurySK.
Yep.
GG, FurySK. You unfortunately took the loss here, but a very excellent race. Man, that was a back and forth affair the whole way. The lead just kept seesawing. It was something to behold.
Yeah, as I said in IRC, I felt very compelled to gamble given the first 12 minutes of my seed was stuck at 4 XP.
Well, I
Then
will
eventually
say that,
made the hero walk and found out that Rivaldar was there with keys and all sorts of stuff, so that was a reset.
yeah, I will say this: with 12 minutes gone, you made up over almost 7 minutes of time from having to restart and finish the race. I think that's very commendable.
Absolutely. It was a great showing to make up that time.
Yeah, that 12-minute lead, and you're only 5 minutes behind me. That's really good.
Yeah, I had a couple of really big hero walks, one on the overworld to make it all the way down to, I think it was Cole at that point, to heal up and then kind of find some more stuff. And then second one through Sharlock that helped me have the first dive, I think, on 12 heal mores, but unfortunately was trying to cut time and was hoping I wouldn't get back attacked. Got back attacked, and 889 or something was my opener, so had to resort to the Hurtmore strategy, fired off 2 Hurtmores, and neither one went, so there went the race.
Indeed, it was a noble effort on that first dive. And by the way, I don't know if you realized it as you did it. You walked through basement 1 of Sharlock without a single encounter. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I walked through the first floor, I think, with what, like 1 or 2, and then 0, 1, 2, and then maybe another 2 or 3 on the way through like the last zone before getting to the base.
Yeah, you had a crazy dive for encounters, and it looked like it was going to be a charmed life, but unfortunately the luck ran out with the Dragon Lord, who was being quite unhelpful.
Yeah, it was a calculated gamble because I don't think I saw Fighter's Ring at all, that it may be in Charlock and it may be in the treasury of Charlock, so really wanted that 15 top end damage, and unfortunately I guess it was probably in Mountain Cave somewhere or at the judges table or something.
Yeah, the second floor Mountain Cave.
Yeah, it was in the dual chest set on the second floor, one of those two.
Yeah, I made the tablet run to the Death Necklace, so I basically walked into Mountain Cave and walked straight back out because I didn't think at that point that 2 attack power was really going to make a big difference, but we really kind of were on that borderline where it might have.
Indeed. And Vriaeless actually finished at 17, Fury, getting level 17 on the final floor. Sort of poverty heel walking and taking out wizards and axe knights, getting the golem, and then ended up taking out the Dragon Lord with, I think, only 9 heal mores at the start of the battle.
Yep.
And once you get the MP from 16, it's basically a free fight because you can sit there and hurt more a couple of times if you want to try and make the magic happen or whatever, but I'm sure 17 probably also had a couple of big rolls too, given we were still short on a couple of stats.
I think there was a double-digit agility gain on 17 that helped with the defensive end of things. That was the big helper there.
Yeah, that was nice. And I was expecting to be able to run from stuff, but yeah, as I said, at 6-7 run fails against that Axe Knight, which burnt me out. Brought me down to 9 heal more before going to the Dragon Lord while I was trying to heal.
Yeah, the bad thing about a hero dive right off the bat is the second dive you finally find a couple of stone men who run block you and then sleep you, and then you're just like, wow, what did I step around the first time?
What did I do to deserve this indeed?
Yeah, no, your first dive was super charmed, and then you found out just how nasty the top area of Charlock was on subsequent attempts.
Yeah, I tried to dive at 15 to see if, because it would have been a borderline win, but I didn't even get past the first. I got through the first floor barely, but I had really had to start burning more heal mores on the second floor with all the reds and the sleep stone men. I couldn't run. So I just turned that into a grind dive just to see what was on the spike tile.
Yeah, and it did actually work out very nicely for you. You were losing your experience point lead, but it was still enough to get you to that next level.
Yep. Not having sleep until 16 really kind of was a bummer.
Yeah, 15 by my math was doable, but just barely, and really gets swung heavily based on the back attack from Dragon Lord 2.
High Spirits wants you guys to pick A or B. Oh, the chat's doing it.
Someone.
A.
That's what CD Improv said. So it looks like we're probably about to wrap up, and it looks like we'll be throwing a host over to someone. I'm just waiting for High Spirits to say they're going to raid Ali Gerbrap. So this is the race that's on right now, not being restreamed. So go blow up the chat room for the one of the racers in the current race without the restream. Thank you so much, guys, for your race. I believe that moves you to 2-1, Vriaeless. Good luck in the next round. A lot of good racers waiting. And FurySK, 1 and 2 group. It's moving week, and it's going to be a tough go. There's a lot of good racers in that 1 and 2 as well.
Yep, should be fun, whoever it is.
And it looks like the raid's already on, so I think we're off the air.
Well, just make it quick. We'll be back at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. Archfield Monk versus Red Guy 3745. That should end after Algebra versus Ichibian's match. Then 8 o'clock Randomania 2, Mr. Host versus Angel FM. Zarnex 42 versus Much Just Live. Randomania 3 at 9 o'clock for Brisulph, for High Spirits, for everybody. This is Cindy Simon saying good night. Good night.
Nailed it.
Good job.